Right, so we've been a little busy by starting to bring in some limestone, haven't we? So what I've been doing is we've been getting the limestone from here, also up on that little shelf up there, and then also we pulled it from the northern forest just in front of the 4 pure iron nodes right there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this limestone here, and we're going to get it from to go to there, to come along here. This is a normal node. That's a normal node.
Shut up, everybody.
We're going to merge these two together, this normal and this normal. And then this is going to go into a 480 line. And then we're going to bring this pure down here as well. And then we'll have 2 full lines of concrete, because we're going to need concrete for
limestone.
Just things going ahead. But I'm going to get these going up into this part of the factory on the underfloor so we can make encased industrial beams. That was the plan. And that's what we're kind of going to start working on today. We're going to start putting some of these machines down and whatnot. In regards to the YouTube videos and stuff, normally in the past, you would have seen me like done all this, plus that, plus whatever's underneath, all in one video, but we're kind of making the videos smaller, right? So they're going to be in small increments rather than like 30 minutes of maybe 40 hours, 50 hours of progress. So maybe this video is just me building these and putting these in here and maybe starting to decorate around it. Who knows? We're just making it into smaller form videos, more broken down and stuff like that. That is the plan. So there's going to be 3 lines here in total. There's going to be this 480 here, which is the 2 normal nodes. Then we have the pure node, which I need to divert this way. And then there is another limestone right here, just a medium, which is going to come in by itself. So we'll have 2 480s plus the 300. No, is this going to provide 300? Yeah, 300. So I need to shift this over. Either I'm going to shift it over or I'm going to shift it down. Actually, probably best if I bring it here. Let's move this here real quick. So, one thing I do need to do, in fact, is I need to just quickly, I don't know, put down in a location. Let's just kind of just stick it here. I just need just a storage container and a dimensional depot with a lift, because I've got all these bloody power shards, because in the previous stream, we went out and got so many bloody purple, blue, yellow. And we've still got a few to do as well, which we picked up. We've got 400 in here, plus we've got all these in here. So we've got over 1,000. There's like 1,138 we had. That's not including the ones we've got in the lot of still slugs. Plus I need to go and drop all this off, because we did a major hunting spree whilst we was doing it. So let's go and drop these off at the meat factory. Okay, let's put all the you into here, and you. And then hogs go into here, don't they? So the hogs in there. Boop. I've got a couple of turbo motors on me now from some hard drive locations. Let's get all these sunk away. Why have we got plates going in there? Heavy modular frames. Aluminium. We can get all this stuff gone. I'm pretty sure we're full on ammo as well, right? Okay, let's throw some rifle ammo in there then as well. Boop. Well, that'll do its thing. This is doing its thing. We have meat backed up, which is good. As long as this is backed up, we're going to be fine. Because if this is all backed up, it means, you know, the diluted packaged fuel is all backed up in its storage as well. Which means we've got fuel for our jetpack for days. Bink! So this is already full. And if this is all backed up, that's fine, because that's going to give us quite a few. I guess the only thing that will be a problem is if I don't keep all of these, keep on top of adding the plastic here. But what I might do is, before I send the plastic anywhere from this building, is just divert it here, get these storages filled, and do it as an overflow. So we have like all the plastic and rubber come out of here, it goes into here, do it as an overflow before it goes into maybe a train, because I think I'm going to put my first train down to deliver the plastic and rubber from here, just to go around the corner here and drop it off. If not, I'm going to build like a little logistics route. Boop, 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 Boom. Wait, did I have a skirt bean? Let me get some bombs. I need more bombs. Bean? Or bean? Let me get 1 power charge out of there, right? 300. Let's also get you to come along here. And I'm going to change these to the half foundations. Alright, pull you there. Let's change all these foundations. Oh no, this other... Oh no, the other line's coming through. This needs to be a double. Boop. Your bloody spawn. Okay, that now up here. I'm gonna attach this to this, elevate it down, bring it towards us. And then we should be good on all this limestone we need. I want to use wet concrete, but wait, have we got a... We had to do a hard drive hunt because I ran out of hard drives because we didn't have wet concrete. We have fine concrete. Let's get another one scanned. Oh my god, hello. Alright, let's get this powered. Oh, I need to set the time of day. I need to set the time of day for the YouTube pools. Whoop. There we go. I love how I've not unlocked the 3 bay windows for logistics. But who needs it when you've got a... Wait, did I? Yeah, I didn't unlock them. But we don't need it. We have our custom ones. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm also going to do a wall here with these here as well, because I want it to look like it's coming out the foundation and not just the wall. I don't think a lift is going to play nice with me here. So close, but so far. I could do the infinite bloody lift, but I'm not, because that is more of a bug than anything else. And I feel like that will eventually get patched out. Probably. Do that there, but it's gonna... Am I really gonna have to push you back? Huh? Huh? To do that. And then put you in. And then do some hickory dickory dock stuff. Just so I can line you up into there. Just so I can put the spine of the lift on the wall. No! 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 No. You're wrong. Wait, spine that way. You're facing against the wall. What? What? Why are you doing that to me? Attach that to there. The spine is against the wall. Click in. Why is spine coming up this side? You're broken. You're broken. What if I come down this way and put you in that way? Are you gonna do the same? Oh, god darn it. Okay. You just want to play you just want to play hard to get? You want to play hard to get? Okay, let's try this. Maybe it's something to do with connecting to the windows the way it is. So what if I was to get conveyor pole there and then do it that way? Are you going to be nice to me? No, you're not. Shit game. Shit game. Oh, shit game. Well, now you're going to play funny buggers with me, aren't you? Because now I want it that way, but then what else I want it that way? I guess this top side we can have it going that. Ugh. Put that way, that way, that way. Let's put it that way. Okay, I guess that's the way we're doing it from now on. And now I can put this wall back here. And then we're going to go put you here. Then I'm going to connect that to there, that to there, that to there. And then bring that wall in here. Then I'm going to remove that. That is the plan. You will never, ever know. Now it's our secret. Excuse me. Research. Research. Boop. Nope. Continuum computer that's going to use rubber. Plastic AI limiters. Let's get you. Hard drive, scan. Boop, boop, boop. Boopity boopity bop. Bippity boppity boop. Limestone achieved. Oh, these are halves, Bitz. These are halves. The halves, not full. Okay, that's better. Do you come from a land down under? Yes. We put down our beams. Nope. There we go. And then zoop time. Zoop these all the way down here. Okay. And then we do the same to this side. We don't have large signs yet, do we? Oh, quick quiet status. Boop. Oh, it was rubber concrete. It's not moist enough. Oh, that's the other concrete. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. All right, let's get another one. Right, so done a little bit of the decorating on the logistic bloody routes. Fences on the outside, barriers in the middle, and yeah, just basically done that. I was thinking of adding the big old signs behind these for this to glow up, and I'm probably going to do that when I get them, but I'm not going to do that until I get crystal oscillators, because that's what they need. I do have a few right now, but I might need some for hard drives, so I'm going to add that later. Because right now, I don't know where this design is going to take me. There's no point in really designing until I know what add-ons I'm going to be adding to this whatnot yet. Because this is only steel we're doing now. I've got the iron to start producing, and I've got to do what I've done here with the steel, but I'm going to do it with the iron down here. Because we have 3 pure iron lines down there. Well, I said 3 pures, but they are 480s. So I'm going to be doing 3 of these for the iron. I don't know if I'm going to go 2 with rods or 2 with pipes yet. I don't know as of right now. But I have got the concrete up here. I said the concrete with the limestone. So I'm probably going to do the encased industrial beams here and then figure out what we want to do with that iron. All right, ma'am. Come on, wet concrete. Come on. No. Diluted package fuel low. Diluted package fuel low. I do need to go for the thing, but I have a feeling if I don't go for this, I'm not going to be able to get it for like another few rolls. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that. Because I know I'm going to need some power soon, and I might go down the diluted packaged fuel route. Or even amend that fuel plant and implicate the diluted packaged fuel after the heavy oil residue, which is not a bad shout. I'll just keep one half of the plant going and then extend the other half. It's like, start compartmentalizing it. Right, so 480 on 2 lines, 300 on the other, right? Is that what I've got? Pretty sure that's what I got. Yeah. Because that's a 6, that's a 3, well, that's a 300, that's a 3. Did I overclock that one? I can't remember. Well, I know one thing, I didn't power it. And I didn't overclock it. Bean. Alright, 480 into, what's going to do U for now, aren't we? 10 point something. 10.177 something. Right? 45. No. 480 divided by 45. 10.6. Okay. So we're doing a U. Or I could bring you to there. And then we'll do 10 machines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this end machine. Then we're going to do 166.6667. Yes. That is the number. Okay, so that's the 2 480 lines. And now 300 divided by 45, 6.667. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. So 3 lines, all being fed from underneath. Bob's your uncle. One. Gonna add these here. Wait, you're overlapping, so yeah, when I place you, you get... No, you guys aren't going to overlap. I'll need to bring you out further. Yeah, because if I was to do a lift, you're not going to overlap like these. I need to push you out one little bit. You're sending out 25. You're going to be sending out base. What were you sending out? 270 plus 50, 320, plus what's going to be happening on this side as well. So if I was to get logistics and I was to get a merger here, actually, yeah, if I was to get a merger here, because then this side over here is going to be doing obviously 5 times 15 plus 25 is going to be 100. And then what was this? 18 times 15, 270 plus the 50, 320. It's going to be 420 on this line. So if I get a sign, I'll put you down. Concrete, and you're going to be 420 per minute. Then we get merges all the way down the center. Okay, time to science and stress test. So we want to be seeing 420 on this line. That's what we want to be seeing. And now we just leave it to do its thing and observe like a hawk. So that should be overclocked, that should be overclocked, that should be overclocked. We should be good. I think we are crushed. Let's double check these numbers as well. Because these need to be 480, 480, 360, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. So I am comfortable that this is now going to set up for 320.
420 a spoon.
Let's double check our power to make sure that we are going to be good. We're sitting at a cushy 7,000. We are still flatlining with power as well. We should start looking at deconstructing what we're ultimately building down south. Well, I'm not going to do that just yet until the mortars get made, because I started using the pipes to make stators, rotors, and mortars down in the south. So I'm not going to remove that until then. So in regards to encased industrial beams, what we're going to need is we're going to either go with the pipes or them. More than likely the pipes, because we're making more pipes. So we know we are making 420 concrete per minute. Now the question is do we spend all 420 to make as much encased industrial beams as we can and get more concrete for any other projects we need? I'm going to go with yes. So we're going to spend the 420 and make as many encased industrial beams as we can, but that's going to cost us 24 steel per minute. So if we was to go with 10 and go with 200 concrete, that'll also mean 240 steel pipes, which is half of a 48, which will leave us with 240 on a line, which in total will leave us with 720 steel pipes left over. So I'm actually just going to go and make 20. No, 10. If I make 10, that means I'm going to make 40 steel industrial beams per minute. We're just going to go with that for now. Yeah, I'm just going to put 10 assemblers down. So with us having this here now, where do we want to position that? Because we have the concrete coming out this side, and we have the steel pipes coming out this side. So we could have them, if we was to do 10, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to go into the pathway I have kind of designed. Unless I was to send it up above and send it above these, very similar to this, which I don't see us having a problem. We'll create that going down the central spline. And then one of the pipelines here will need to go that way to then go up there to feed them, but then to revert back to join with the other pipes or go where it needs to go next, which it could potentially go to stators or rotors or both. So let's go off this foundation here and just see what we can play with, see what we can do. So that means you're going to come up here. We know the assemblers are going to need a bit more room than the constructors. We know this. So if I was to send up this here, we could either send this across one more and have them going against there, or we leave a massive gap here and have them floating over that side, which is not going to look the best. But I feel like creating some form of walkway with a tunnel here, we can have do some form of lights or what I think will be better. So if you was to come up this side to go here, we then need to bring in the pipes. The pipes in general are coming down here, which are then getting... Wait a minute. Yeah. Which, what I'll end up doing, I'll end up putting this priority merger here. Get that to swing around there, send that around this side. It's just how it's going to look here, though. I could easily take it here. What if I was to do some sort of... What if I was to put you there, but then I was to do wall mounts? Because them parts don't move. And I can't get that in the middle. So I can have it look like it's attached to the machine. I can have it go in here, but it's still going to need to go up further. It really needs to go all the way up here. I'm going to put that there. I'm probably going to end up putting 5 assemblers down overclocked to 100%. That's what I'm probably going to be doing. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be how it'll look. Which means you're going to be coming up here. So I am comfortable now that this is 420. So even if I stop this and all this backs up, I know it's still going to balance out to 420 without any problems here. So even if I remove stuff now and all this gets backed up and there's going to be concrete, stacks of concrete in the machine, I know it will eventually balance out anyway. And it does mean that this line will stutter going across this arterial manifold line here, because it will have 480 on it, but we still have to take into consideration that it is only 420, because when it balances out, which it will over time, you know, we want to make sure we keep an eye on that. So I'm just going to do this, and then the main problem with this whole build, really, these encased industrial beams, is primarily going to be bringing the pipes up here in regards to, is it going to block any footpaths? How is it going to aesthetically look up here? All them shenanigans. And actually, I want to change that to a smart splitter. So I'll need to divert that somewhere else. Alright, get these belts across here. What do you need per each one? These are all going to be overclocked to 2%. I've got to remember that. And you're going to be encased industrial beams with pipes. So I'm going to do that. What, queue up? 8 per minute, 48. So we can do Mark 1s. Mark 1 lifts, please. Like that. Right, how are we going to get you up here? So let's shift this around. So what I want to do is I want to grab you. I need you to rotate so you're that way. Where's the priority input? You're going that way. You're going that way. Yes. We already know this is working perfectly fine. So now, how do we want this to look in regards to this? So if I was to put a belt here, that will need to come lower. Yeah. Which means I need walls. We lock it into place, we push it back, and then we start taking it up. We push it back one more. So then logistically, you need to be on that level, and I'll put you there. So it looks like you're hooking onto the actual lift itself. And then what we want is we are going to do a belt to come out of here. Like that. We're going to get a lift to go up to that level. And then you to come out onto that. So you're not obstructing the pathway, and it looks like you're attached to this. And you're going to come all the way along here. All these will get deleted. Oh. All the walls will get deleted. And then you need to make your way towards me. So if I put you in straight mode, we'll get you to come to here. Put you back into default. One to there. And then into straight. You're then going to feed these machines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little sign here stating 240 left online. Because if these are consuming, well, you 200%. 48 steel pipes. 48 times 5, 240. That's obviously half of 480. And then you're going to come along here. We might have to think about that. I'm going to have to push this back. Oh, but then I've got you. I've got the arm to come back. I want to change this. Because I want to get you to come round. I now need to make... I don't want this to go bloody too crazy, but I can make that into a smart splitter that way. I'm going to do that, actually. Because it'll end up coming a little bit closer. So I need to do you there, but I need to turn this merger into another location. So I want that merger to come that way, face that way. Yeah. And then we're going to send you up that way. Send you into there. We are then going to get a splitter from here to go that way. I want you to be a smart splitter, in fact. I want lift to go here. Like that. You to come along there. You're going to be coming this way. Which is going to be my concrete. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to come that way. Okay. So now we have encased industrial beams coming down here. Everything is good. Obviously, we need to get this powered. We are going to have excess pipes here, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a smart splitter literally right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to send pipes to the left. That doesn't even matter anyway because you're going to be empty. No, so I want pipes to go up here first. Even if I had a normal splitter on here anyway, it's going to split 240 to 240. It doesn't really matter. And I'll send it overflow right. So it doesn't even matter if I did that or not. But I'm still going to do it because I want to make sure that the pipes coming out of here can go somewhere else. I could just for the sake of this bit, right? I could have done that. Oh, I suppose that doesn't come all the way out, does it? So now this has been added to this. Let's get this power sorted. Now that's convenient. Just for a visual reference, 8 times 5 should be 40. So we should be seeing 40 encased industrial beams coming down here. So just to make sure everything's running correctly, we set that up. Leave it to do its thing. What I'm going to do as well is just get that going into there. And then I'm just going to quickly get another one up to you. Just so we can get everything running here to make sure everything's running right. I need to go to this smart splitter here. We need to make sure that in the center is concrete. And again, the only reason I like to put in here is for a visual reference for people who are watching the videos or the live streams of why I'm putting that. Otherwise, I could leave it just as any. And then overflow to the right. So I can get that going now. And that should then... This factory should now be 100% efficient because we've tested every single stage. So we've tested this stage. Obviously, this stage is running as well. All of this is running 100% efficiently. So what we should be seeing now, how much concrete was we consuming here? It's going to be 40 times 5, okay. And how much concrete was we originally making? 420? No, that's too much. 420? Oh yeah. Yeah. It was 420, wasn't it? Because we did 9 times 15. Yeah, plus 50 times 2. That's not right because of the math thing. Wait, what am I looking at here? Yeah, wait, have I done this right? 9 times 15, yeah. Oh, because of my spoon. 18, yeah, 18 times 15. Yeah, plus the 50, plus the 50, the 320, and then this over here is making 100. Yeah, so 420. So 420, which leaves... I had a moment, okay? Allow it. I had a moment. We have moments. Allow it. This should now be 220 left on this. You get one every week. Do you mean? Do you mean? Just for consistency, I guess. So 220 left on the line. So let's just double check this by placing... This should not get to 220 until until all of these fill up with concrete. That's when we'll see that get to 220. Because the priority splitter right here is focusing everything to go up here first, then split off. So this right now, well, you can see it's sitting at 180. Oh, I didn't set this smart splitter here. This needs to be set to pipes right, and then overflow middle. Actually, no, because I'm doing this earlier on now, aren't I? This can just be a normal splitter. That can just be a normal splitter now. Because I'm doing the smart split over here before the lift. So if this is right, then that should be 32. Yeah, that's 32. Because that end machine should be producing 8, which has been turned off. So that's telling me that the other machines are working at 8 per minute, each one. Now we wait for this to get to 40 and that to get to 220. And we don't do anything until we see that. My rule of thumb. Now we wait. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Because what I could do is, with you coming down here, if I was to do that, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do as a wall with a doorway to the right, and I'm going to take you there. Don't know why I did you up there. And then you can just be a normal wall. Actually, yeah. Yep. Just realized I could have put an elevator there, but it will be a little bit awkward depending on the placement. But if I was to go along there like this, right, hear me out, and then I was to do you along there like that, right, and then I was to go you here like this. Are you clipping through the belt, the moving part of the belt? As a decorational piece, it's not like you can tell until you get to here. But then it could also be like a seam. There could be a slit or a seam there. It's not like these are touching them. I find that acceptable. Because I can do my first one of these. Who says we only do it on railway tracks? Huh? What you saying now? So we just kind of build as we go, we science as we go, we just do things as we go. Don't know where that's going, just in case it does want to lead anywhere. I need coupons. Thank you. Welcome back, Bitz. I appreciate you. We might as well get you and you. We might as well get you, and you. We might as well get you and you and you. Shit, things are popping off. We're popping off. We're popping off. Ta-da! Okay, so if that's the case now, we can do some angled walls and stuffs. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go with, let's go with steel angles. No, actually, that's a little too steep for inside. Because this is going to be like a hanging kind of building inside a building. Does that make sense? A building with inside a building. Don't want to go with you to come all the way along, you to there, and then here all to be glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, where are they? Oh, I couldn't get them, could I? They're locked. They're locked. I can't get the windows, but that's where I'm going to put windows. 40 and 220, baby. Hell yes. 220. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. But we did just get a +1, so that +1 negates the... Okay. But we got 220. Yay. That's obviously 40, so we know all this works. Let's just double check around here. 480s. 360s. And then down here is... Oh, these aren't being calculated. Well, these ones, 480, 480, 480. And then this one is a fluctuating line. The reason it's fluctuating is because of this line here getting fed into these lines and then these lines. So once every minute this is changing. So what I'm counting this one as is, I think, 190, because I don't think it drops below 190 per minute. So I'm just going to class it as 190. I think. We'll see. Right, so if all them numbers are now correct, we should now be able to head up here and think about what we're going to do next. We've got encased industrial beams. So the next project will be to duplicate what we have here with these engines and then make them, in fact, the iron stuff, which is downstairs, which is these 3 lines. Right, which is these 3. So now we want to get this line, well, that line, and that line, to go into 3 machines. And then, yeah, so I was thinking about doing this in a totally separate building, but we've got to be careful for expansion, right? Because these engines up here allow us to expand every time we get a new belt, so we can double the size of these engines up here. These 1 and 2 when we get well, this as well, when we get Mark 5 belts. And I've just realized I put all these walkways around here and I'll have to remove them. Well, mainly that split there, so I can expand this down here, and then I'll remove that bit there to expand this double the length this way. Yeah, if I wanted to build them, I want to make sure that we don't build them on the same floor as this or here. So let's say, for example, when we get to Mark 5, let's just see how much foundation this is. So if we're going to here, let's say it's going to be this. So we're all the way along here. So it's 16. 16 in length. So if we was to go from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16. That's where we'll come up to next. When I expand it, we'll be here. Same for that side. Which means that will be then up my place to walk, and then that will be the outside of the building. Yeah. Yeah, so I might just leave these walkways for now. Oakley. Can we shut? I think we can shut all this down. So that is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to clean up all the lines, like per usual. So we are going to disconnect that right there, and then leave all of that to go. So now everything should be red up on this top shelf, except the resource sinks. Yes. What I want to do as well is I want to make sure there's 1 power line coming in, and then I want to make sure that gets put on a priority power switch. A priority power switch. So that cable that goes along there will have a power thing down there to a priority power switch. Because when I build like the official plant, which will be the nuclear power plant, which will be the one that provides us with all the power, I want to have a central hub there which distributes all the power to, let's say, to this plant. So that will be on one connection, the power plant will be on another connection, and then so on and so forth. So then if we ever do run out of power, we can start shutting things down to save power. That will be the plan. So if I was to take these, then I need room for these iron to expand, because infer all of this will need to expand. All of this will double. Wait, are you guys on a separate grid? Oh, you are. Come with me. You guys are on the power grid. There you go. Okay. Right, let's start removing these. Start removing them. Start removing all these. So these 3 are the 480 lines. I'm still going to class this as a 190. Okay. So in regards to expansion, what we want to do now is 3 lines. Where do I want to take them? I need a room. So if I was to have room, obviously higher would be better. But I could take them over this side and put them into a building over there and send them that way. Potentially. Or we can put them up onto a 4th floor. Because once we expand, that means this iron's going to come along here. That'll get doubled, which means it's going to send back this way, but it's going to get doubled that way. What's the room like under here? Because if I was to send you guys up onto this floor, we have room here for it to send this way, to go along here, to even extend this side, to then go along here, to add on to this floor. That's a possibility. But we can do it with a gap in the middle as a separate building. So then this can be used as like a logistics, like little canyon in the middle, so pipes can cross and all that stuff. And obviously the shape of this one's going to be a little bit different than that one. Okay, let's just make some light in here because it's bloody dark. Bloody dark under there. So yeah, we've got room to move our logistics for iron and rods. Well, these 3 lines of iron. I don't know what I'm going to do with the 190 though. That might be something else. That could be just like our dedicated screw line if we ever need it. But, oh, this is a dead line, isn't it? I removed this. This was the first place I was going to send the limestone. But I don't need you now. I don't need you. All right, Gops. So let's take this all the way down here. It'll come along here. It'll come to this section. And it'll come through this area here. It'll then make its way from here. More than likely 2 blocks. Well, then this will be the entrance of this next area. So now I've just got to lay all these foundations out, which will be many. And then I suppose all the iron stuff that we make up here can then be either distributed south. Well, I say south, but like down or up. We have the flexibility. So let's take this into account here, right? So if this is going to be coming in here, this will be the underflooring path where the belts will come on. So that's going to be 3 belts coming along there. That means that this foundation here is going to be the outside wall. So let's just mark that with a white strip. So that's the outside wall. So we need room. So this here will also be an outside wall, technically, of the build. That means this will be to come this way to allow the first line of belts. So the first belt that come in here, if a splitter gets put here to go up onto the floor. So if we was to bring that across like so, that means on this floor, this will be our production floor. So if we was to build along here, zoom this down, we will need, because it is ingots. Oh no, we're not going to be doing them the engines here. We're not doing the engines because the ingots have already been made in the refineries. So this is just straight up production for the plates and rods. That is literally it. So we're not doing that. But anyway, it's going into a separate building because then that'll be, this building is the steel with the iron, because obviously that's part of the steel process. This iron will come into here, so the iron products will get made here, and then if they need to mix, they can go over there, and so on and so forth. So if we just grab ourselves a little constructor and we look at the iron plates, we got 30 per minute, and we're making 480. So 480 divided by 30 is going to, whoa, by 30 is just going to be 16. That is it. And then that'll be double for rods, right? Yeah, because it'll be 15 per each. Because I'm thinking now I can send them down here and then put them on this floor down here, where then they can move and groove to another floor. Because I was thinking I don't know why I was thinking I was bringing ore here, because then ore to smelters the thing, but we already did the pure ones. Let's do it on this floor. So we are still gonna use this the thing. This is the walking floor. This is the outer wall. We'll still do this bit as this is the gap. This will be production floor. That means you're going to be my underfloor, and we'll still send you out. So if I was to remove that, chop that up, this is the outside wall. Yes. Then the next one in will be our pathway where we would walk as a pioneer, which for example would be like that. So if I just paint you, this is where I would walk. So then we could just only go up to where these pipes are. Yes. So we could go up to there and they can just run just behind the building. Yes. If I was to put that down. So underflooring, this is where we're going to be starting it from. So all we need to do is remove you, because you're going to be the outer wall here, like so. You're going to be the pathway. And then inside here is production floor. So we need to do 16 machines for this 480, sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a constructor like here. And we need to do 16. So we either do a line of 16, a line of 16, or do a line of 32 and a line of 32. What do I need more? Well, you're going to give me 20 per minute. The rods are going to give me, I can't remember what the basic one is, 15 per minute. Rods can obviously be replaced with steel pipes and a lot of recipes. Plates, we're probably going to need some for reinforced plates, which will then go into heavy modular frames. So I'm thinking if we go with that, let's do 2 lines of plates, 1 line of, yeah, so we're going to do 4 lines altogether. So if we do 4 lines of 16, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 4 lines of 16, that's not right. 16 is for 480. No. Wait, that is right. Yeah, 4 lines of 16. That's correct. That is correct. 4 lines of 16. 2 lines of 16 for 2 480s. 1 480 split down into 32. Yeah, so that's right. That is right. So what was our number there? 8. We need to double that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if that's the case for that, that means my walking floor would need to be this one. You are now changing to production floor. You're that. And now the outside of the building has now been changed to there. If this is walking, where are you going? Because if you're going to be merging here, say for example, if you're going to be coming here, there is room for it to go underneath. So then they've got this little bit to turn, and then here's the outside. So they can go down and around. Got to think of turning. So if this is going to be a line of 16, that's going to be 16 times 20, which should be 320, right? Because you're going to be doing that. Yeah, so 16 times 20 is going to be 320. 320 per line. Okay, it'll be 640 plates. So that'll be 1, 2 lines. We'll do 2 individual lines. We can get these lined up here. If I was to put you there, what I should have really done though is I should have really put the recipe in first before I copied and pasted all these. That's what I should have done. So now I'm gonna have to spam all of these. Now I'm gonna go here and then do another. So I'll just make sure you're right. Then we spam. Oh, you're in the way. Boop. And then you come here. And then on this side, we're going to do this exact same, so we'll keep the same distance, but this time this is going to be for the rods. So you need to be nudged that way. Boom. And then you're going to be coming down here. You're even. You need to be set to... You need to be set to you. That's going to pass through there. I'm actually going to remove you now because you're going to be like a little canyon. We are now in here. This whole top section above us can get removed. Not needed for now. Even though I could just not delete this and then in case I have to rebuild it. With me only using constructors below us, it doesn't need to be as high. So the sandwich layers can be a little bit more together, I should say. Beep. Okay, so you're not going up there. And you are not coming down here. It's a good job because you guys aren't aligned to your brothers and sisters over there. So we are now going to be sending you below. We'll put you there. You're going to be coming out here. And you're going to be going to there. You're coming out there. And we get our lifts. You're in. And then I might as well send you over here. Because you're probably going to get used for something. For what? I do not know yet. But you are my scrap pile. Excess. Overflow. Whatever you want to call it. You're too high. We put you into there. Yes. Now, in regards to under here, they need to go across here. Doesn't matter how, as long as you're nice and organized. That is all I care about. So much zooping. You are the edge of that building, right? So it does need to be this one. So if I was to just quickly put you there like so, I can then put you 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need you. Bog off. You're going to be the outside. So if I do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do the same here. Beep, bop, boop, boop. Boot, 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 boot. And if I go to you, nope, drunk, go home. You into there, and you from there to there. I can then remove these walls, and then I can add the foundation here. Bink. Bink. Won't you look at that? Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. You will never know. Because they go into a black void and come out a black void. Okay, so we've got to remember this is the 191. These are the 480 ones. Okay, so the 191 we're going to stick into this hole. So let's get, let's make sure we, no, maybe let's do them all forwards. Let's just do that, do that, do that, and do that. We're going to send you around here. Let me just bring you this way. Am I too close to you? Oh, you don't want to be nice to me, do you? Go put me on default mode. I know where I'm going with that. 1, 2. Do. Oh my god. It's dark. Too damn dark. Okay. To you. Straight mode to you. Straight mode to you. Right, so what did I get done in this Satisfactory video? We got the we got this done up here, didn't we? Well, we got the concrete in case industrial beams. Got them made this little thing, did a bit of a walkway in this for a little video. Obviously got all this coming in here. And then each day we play, we just keep adapting onto this building. What I'm gonna do real quick, just to make this easier for myself, I'm just gonna grab a merger. I'm gonna place that there, put you into there, and into there. Take you around here, take you around there, and stick you there. That's basically what I'm gonna do. Because then if I go up here, I can see all three. It literally just hit 100% on all of these machines now. And we are now sitting on 320, 320, and 480. The only reason I've done this little U-bend here is so I can sit on my little Hawkeye perch up here and just look at all of these so I can see the numbers. But also I've been keeping an eye on the machines to make sure that they was hitting 100% here also, whilst making sure on top of that, because sometimes you never know, the numbers could be incorrect. I've seen it before. So there's like 3 stages I check. I check these numbers now, the counters. I check the machine efficiency. But then I also just keep an eye on, especially if a belt's full like this, if there's one single gap, you know, that and the machines are wrong somewhere. But yeah, we've now done this, and it's time for the next stages.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise.